All right. Namaste. Welcome, everybody. Um, those of you joining later, welcome to class. Welcome to a time for yourself. Very important to take this on a day, especially like today, right? Um, on election day or the day after. So you won't need anything in particular for today, just your body, your breath, the things that you carry with you each and every moment. And you can come and just find a seat comfortably on a chair, on the ground. We'll move through a few practices that I feel like, of course, are invoking healing and regulating our nervous system, but also a reclamation of inner power. It's super important, right? To feel powerful in times where um, there seems to be very little hope or possibility around us, right? So, regulation of the nervous system, the invocation of healing, and the reclamation of inner power. So go ahead and sit upright. Gently let your eyes dim or close. If this is your first time to class, you just do whatever you're comfortable and familiar with, and whatever you're willing or wanting to try out. Some of the pranayama practices we do can be um, some things that maybe you best be attuned to in person if you've never done them before. So you can leave those aside if they feel too difficult in the system. So on a day like today, it's really important that you affirm for yourself that I get to choose. So I'll give you suggestions throughout the practice of way to move your body, way to breathe, but ultimately you get to choose. You get to make the decision. You get to make that decision informed by how you feel deep inside of yourself. So as you dim or close the eyes and relax the palms face down on the lap, helping to ground the body to the earth. Starting to breathe in Samma Vritti, even inhale, even exhale. So if you're feeling particularly anxious or tried today, then maybe the ratio won't be so long. Maybe it's just 3 seconds on the inhale, 3 seconds on the exhale. See what's possible, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, but matching the inhale and the exhale. So when you were checking your phone constantly checking, your breath became extremely dysregulated. And now is a way to counteract that, to come back to homeostasis by balancing the two parts of your nervous system, balancing the inhale and exhale so that they match one another, and feeling the spine as you breathe. So feel the head above the neck spine above the mid spine above the lower spine above the tailbone. And feel the spinal column as you take a breath in and a breath out. Now, if we just detach for a moment from the person and we see everything that's going on in this world as a play of different energies, right? And what these energies feed on, right? So these energies that feed on fear, on hatred, on division, right? They feed on greed. So if we feel those feelings within ourselves and if we roll in those feelings, we are providing food for those energies to further strengthen. So it's really imperative. We have to cultivate our own practices. We have to do things that bring us back to the exact opposite, that which counteracts, that which literally fights these energies in their opposite. Love, peace, compassion, understanding, wisdom, justice, service. So these practices that we do are no longer are things that I don't feel like doing it today, or I don't have time. It's actually a necessity of life now. For you to swim above this chaos, you have to do your practices that feed and counteract these negative energies in the world. So let's take today, you know, with all of the horrific events, let's take today as a reclamation of that vow within yourself to strengthen your daily practices, your rituals that you do to protect, nurture, sustain, and build your inner power. Let that just sink in for a moment. Have I really dedicated myself to the path of yoga or whatever additional or imperative paths you follow? Can I be a torchbearer for those energies to be uplifted in this world even more than they have before? As you're ready, you'll bring the palms together in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra, bowing the head down slightly, giving gratitude for a moment to the traditions, the lineages of yoga that have stood the test of time. Civilizations have risen and fallen, and yoga still exists, still a gift of service to the world. So, in this next 45 minutes or so, come back to that which is eternal and true for you, that which balances you. What are your most sacred and cherished values? How you live in this world, your dharma. We can chant together Om a few times if you like. Inhaling. Om. 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin to rub the palms vigorously together. Generate heat between your palms. And when you have enough heat, cup the eyes in the hold of the palms, the fingers over the forehead, the head. Just let the head become totally heavy, the shoulders round, and just catch your head in your hands and just rock gently side to side as you continue to breathe in Samavritti, even inhale, even exhale. Now, maybe with a touch of Ujjayi, feeling the breath in the throat as you gently constrict the muscles of the throat, like you would whisper. The sound of an ocean inside of the body, an ocean singing by. Good. Just rocking, holding yourself, being held by your own hands, feeling your spine like a metronome, back and forth, rhythmic pulsing back and forth, back and forth. Good. Coming back through the center, you'll inhale, lift the head up, and gently take the fingers and just wipe the face all the way down. You do that a few times across the forehead, across the cheek, right? Let the cheek muscles, the face muscles become very slack. Just wipe away any emotions that have been tensing the surface of the face so that you can rebuild right now. Again, a new reality. That's why we do a daily practice to rebuild a new reality. Whatever happened before this is now gone. And now we're rebuilding a new world, first within ourselves. Good. And just wipe maybe through the throat, the chest, wherever you feel like something stuck onto you, something sticky, something dense, something not mine, right? Maybe something from the world, the anxiety of the world. Good. And just keep what's yours, right? Maybe you open up your legs and just explore and see, where am I feeling something just stuck to my body that's not mine? Good. And then feeling the pranamaya kosha, that's your energy body around you, and then just kind of clearing away around the circle of the body, starting from the top and then clearing away, just like you're shaking or flicking water from your fingers. All around you, in front of you, behind you, as far as you can go, right? Clear away anything that's not yours, any movement that feels good for you. And then we'll rebuild the boundary of the body. Good. And then relax your hands. Whenever you're done, take your time. Don't let me rush you. And then again, close the eyes when you feel ready and feel the physical boundary of your body and feel the energetic boundary around your body again. Now, a little bit more your energy, be in your energy, how you feel. And not a mental feeling, but a physical feeling. The emotion is held in a physical place in the body. And wherever you feel it physically, take a deep diaphragmatic breath there, deep belly breath. Good. One more. Maybe there's a sound that comes out with your exhalation, a tone, an expression. We'll do a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing before now we get into some movement. So take your dominant hand, your comfortable hand, whichever hand just goes up naturally. Yeah. And then fold down the peace fingers towards the palm. This is Mrigi Mudra, Vishnu Mudra, and take that hand towards the face. Right? Roll the shoulders back slightly. Your thumb will lightly touch one nostril and your ring finger will lightly touch the other nostril. You're just lightly closing one nostril, the other. And today we'll just do a very light pace of 3 on the inhale and 6 on the exhale. If you've never done alternate nostril breathing, it's a way to regulate our nervous system. And you just follow along. Okay, so let's all take a deep breath in through both nostrils and a nice long breath out. Now close your right nostril, inhale through the left nostril. 1, 2, 3. Close the left, exhale right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right and exhale left. 6 counts. 4, 5, 6. Inhale left and exhale right. 4, 5, 6. Inhale right. Exhale left. Let the mind and mind thoughts begin to slow down. Inhale left. Exhale right. Stay with the feeling of the breath in the nostrils. 5, 6. Inhale right. Exhale left. Relax your facial muscles. Relax those shoulders. Inhale left. And exhale right. 5, 6. Inhale through the right. And exhale left. Take the hand down. Just breathe deeply through both nostrils, receiving as much breath as you can. And exhale through both. Opening the eyes. If the eyes are closed, you're going to stretch out your legs and come to lay on your abdomen in Makarasana, crocodile pose. Right? So laying on your belly. If you cannot lay on your belly for any reason, just lay on your back with a pillow on the belly. If you are on the belly, your legs will be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Your heels can drop in or out. And then you can cross your forearms and hold on to opposite upper arms and lay your forehead on the forearms. For some people, that's just not comfortable. And basically, any position of the arms and head is fine as long as the belly is down. But with crossing the forearms and laying the head down on the forearm, it really helps to elevate the chest a little bit and give space to your lungs. See what's possible. Main thing is little pressure for the abdomen. It's a great posture for soothing anxiety, healing the body. And rebuilding the potential of the diaphragm, are the physical muscle that's responsible for power, energetic power, according to yoga. So we'll start to breathe in a 1 to 2 breath pattern, Vishamavritti. So however long you're breathing on the inhalation, just begin to double that on the exhalation. Just begin to lengthen it. Doesn't have to be or reach double, but it just grows long and deep out of the body, emptying, emptying, emptying all the way down the body. And then as you inhale, feel the resistance of the belly against the ground or the belly against the pillow. That's helping to build that muscle, that solar plexus region, inner power, inner strength. And then that long, deep exhalation. Empty, 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 empty completely. Emptying all the way down. It might feel like you're draining down, even through the tips of the toes. So there's that energetic emptying, the physical emptying, and also the mental emptying with your head face down, your forehead down, the thoughts that are maybe moving very fast begin to slow down and then even feel as though they're draining into the earth. Empty, 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 empty. Remember, we're not just doing yoga, right? We're rebuilding a new future here and now. Whoever has won or whatever event occurs in this world, right, does not dictate the finality of what is to happen. So many of us can rebuild on an individual level, collectively coming together in these practices in our service. So try not to lose sight of the potential here. It might actually add more fuel to your own personal fire. Good. Two or three more breaths, just like this. See how it feels. I mean, we're not trying to get rid of anything or just feel only the pleasant in our practice, holding space for the unpleasant, the pleasant, and everything in between. The practice is there for us to expand our capacity and to restore when we need to. So give time and space for your emotions to express themselves fully and completely. When we do this scrolling on the phone, right, it's not just our thoughts and our senses that are inundated, our emotions are inundated. We go through one emotion after the other, after the other, after the other at such a tremendous rate, the body just doesn't know how to keep up. So right now, it's a way of keeping up, of catching up to everything that you've absorbed over the last 24 hours. Catch up and then release. Good. And then with your next breath, you'll gently start to maybe move the head, rock the head side to side, rock the heels side to side, rock the hips side to side, just little rocking motions, motions that are pulsing in a rhythm. So not arrhythmic, but rhythmic, moving in a cadence, in a flow, the same rhythm. It's very soothing to the body. That's why we rock babies to sleep, that rhythm soothes their nervous system, allows them to drift into safety and security. Good. And then with your next inhalation, you can get on your belly again. If you're on your back, roll over onto your belly, tuck your toes, and then lift your knees up off of the ground and then stretch the backs of the legs, pushing the heels away from you, really feeling energy into the knee joints, the hip joints, the ankle joints. The upper body is relaxed. And then exhale, relax the knees and the tops of the feet. And then reach your arms out in front of you, fingertips on the ground, forehead or chin to the earth. And then as you inhale, lift the elbows up off of the ground and then stretch the arms long, right? Reach to the shoulder blades. Head can be lifted or down, whatever is comfortable with this arm position. Keep breathing in and out, even inhale, even exhale, or longer exhalation. Again, you choose. You have the right to choose whatever is best suited for your body. And then exhale, release the elbows. Now the arms are long, the legs are long. Tuck the toes again. Inhale, lift the knees, stretch through the back body from the hips down through the heels. Exhale here, and then inhale, Lift up onto the fingertips so you can prop the elbows up off of the ground and then stretch from the shoulders out through the fingers. And then lift the head and neck if that's comfortable for you. Whole body reaching. Maybe walk your fingers away from you further. Walk the tops of the toes away from you further. And just reach, reach, reach. And then as you exhale, just soften into the earth. Take the hands by the sides of the chest. Inhale, press up to all fours. And then exhale, Balasana. Now we'll start to move with Vinyasa with the breath. As you inhale, come forward, lift the chest, gaze at the third eye center between the eyebrows. As you exhale, Balasana, child's pose, gaze back towards your navel center. Good. So inhale, coming up, gaze to the third eye center. Fix the gaze so that your mind relaxes at the gaze. And then exhale at your own pace. Squeeze the belly in as you descend into Balasana. And just keep moving forward and back. And see if the gaze can be helping you in the movement. All right, and then you'll stay 3 breaths in any of these two positions, whichever one feels like it's calling you. You stay there and you breathe 3 breaths, even inhale, even exhale. Regulate your nervous system, regain that birthright that you have to know your body completely and fully. Good. And then everybody's going to relax into hands and knees position. Gently begin to move your head side to side, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Little swing of the chin. And then if you want to move into a full circle, if that feels possible for the head and neck, do so. Otherwise, keep it ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Few rotations. Stay aware of your breathing. So if you move to your thoughts, you lose awareness of your breath. If you stay with your breath, right, there's more of a probability that your mind will remain in the present moment. Good. And then walk the hands forward. You'll tuck your toes. Let's spread the fingers wide today. Let's spread the toes wide and then lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So feet are wide, hands are wide. Taking up as much space as you can in your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big, wide energy here. So maybe the feet all the way to the edges of the mat, your hands all the way to the edges of the mat, fingers spread. And then with the limbs wide, you're really going to be able to feel perhaps the breath of your rib cage. Feel it expand and contract with your breathing. 5 breaths. If it's difficult to stay here for 5 breaths, come down, but don't lose that even inhale, even exhale. As you continue in your practice, you'll be able to extend your breathing, maybe 4 and 4, 5 and 5 seconds, 6 and 6. The more you can extend your breathing comfortably, naturally, right, the more you'll regain that autonomy in your body. Very good. Last breath or so. Relax your neck. Look back between the legs. Fix your gaze. And then exhale, lower the knees to the ground underneath the hips. Relax the heels in line with the knees, and you'll inhale, take the right leg nice and long behind you. Stretch it long and lift it up. And then as you exhale, bend your knee, and then either help your foot forward or just step it forward into a nice, light, low lunge. Good. Keep the right fingertips down on the ground to the outside of the foot or onto a block. And then you'll inhale, lift your left arm all the way up and then back behind you towards your left foot. And then turn your gaze beyond your left shoulder as well. And then you can just lay your left hand on the hip, the buttock, or hold on to the waist. Good. Tuck your left toes and then reclaim that breathing. Even inhale, even exhale, feeling the lung on the left side, especially expanding and contracting. Relax your face. Good. Now remember, there is tremendous power in your breath, tremendous energy, tremendous potential. If you're feeling that potential kind of bubbling up inside of you, you can even now shift right into Partial Konasana or side angle, right? Or stay here or tuck the back toes, spiral the back heel down as the left knee lifts, right? You're in that lunge to the side. Good. Without affecting your breathing, smooth inhale, smooth exhale, or the knee down. If you're in Partial Konasana, side angle, exhale, lower the knee, spiral back to center, everybody. And then slowly inhale, lift the right arm forward and then all the way up and spiral it back behind you. Catch the hip, the back, the waist, whatever feels comfortable. Gaze is also moving the direction behind you. Soft, gentle, yet powerful, pulsing. A gentle fire being stoked in the belly, right? I will not concede to this nonsense. I won't believe in this fear that's being fed to me. There's potential for change. Good. As you inhale, reach the arm back and then all the way forward and down. Step the right knee back to meet the left knee and then relax in Balasana, child's pose. Let's do a child's pose with the arms down by the sides of the body, little egg shape, smallest shape that you can with the body. Tuck the chin in. If that feels anxiety producing, it can, because the chest is compressed. You can widen the knees away from one another and have the chest have some space as you lower the head down. Don't let the head hang in space. Get a block for your head if it doesn't touch the ground so that your mind feels grounded. And then a few moments in silence for you to feel who you are, what you are in this moment. Regain that connection to your breathing, please. Let that be the thread throughout the practice. Maybe 23 hours, you're not aware of your breath, but 1 hour you are. That 1 hour then can fuel the rest of the 23 hours of the day. Good. With your next inhalation, gently rise back to all fours. Left side reaches back, left leg reaches back long, stretch the joints, and then even lift the thigh as high as it can go. And then as you exhale next, bring the knee towards you. You can help the ankle forward by holding it or step it forward. Right, soft lunge, not super wide. Good. And then keeping your left fingertips on the ground or on a block to the outside of the left foot. Let's inhale the right arm forward and then all the way up and around. Big rotation for the right lung. Reach it back and then hold on to something behind you. Turn your gaze in the same direction as the shoulder, elbow. Good. Relax the front toe joints. Really step into the front foot. Stay with steady breathing. And if you feel a potential, like an energy that wants to lift, then tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the back knee, and then press that right heel down onto the ground. You're facing then the right side of your mat in Partial Konasana, but that right arm is down. Don't force it. If you force it, you'll know because you'll watch the breath and it starts to shake, and it's just not right then for this moment. Good. Little heat now building in the body. Let it build. Let it fuel that inner fire. And then with your next exhalation, if the knee is lifted, soften the knee down, turn to the front, soften the right fingertips down on the ground or switch the block underneath the right hand. Good. Take a breath here. No rushing. And then with your next inhalation, your left arm can reach forward. Big rotation for the left shoulder joint all the way around and back. Hold the left hip or back. Turn the head. And feel that compression of your abdomen as you twist, right? All the emotions held in the internal organs. The internal organs hold our anger, fear, hatred, desire, rage, pride, jealousy, everything, grief. Let's get them out of the internal organs and up into the conscious mind for us to observe as we breathe in and out. Good. And then as you inhale next, take that right arm all the way back behind you, up, and then forward. Step the knee to meet the other, and then exhale, release back into Balasana, child's pose, any variation with bolster block. And then a few moments of silence to feel your own self. If your arms are down by the sides of your body now, reach them lightly forward. Your elbows are still bent. If the knees are wide, gently collect them towards one another. Shashasana. As you inhale, begin to lift the hips and take the top of the head towards the earth. So you're creating a little tripod or triangle shape between the two hands and the crown of the head. Hips are up. If you're not sure what that looks like, just look to the screen. There's a couple of us doing it. Good. See if you can just maintain smooth, steady breathing here. You can even tuck your toes for additional support. Anytime you need to change your perspective on life, literally, you go upside down. Life is not making sense. Things don't make sense in the world anymore. Go upside down. Good. Stay here. Again, if you feel that impulse towards more, then press into the tucked toes and then lift the knees up off of the ground, coming into headstand prep. Again, as long as it doesn't alter the steady flow and your mind's attention on the breath. Good. 5 more breaths. You can always come out of the posture and back into child's pose if you want to. If you want to go deeper, walk your feet towards you. Feel that even more lift of the hips. And then eventually descend back systematically towards child's pose. Don't lift up right away, especially if you are inverting. You can move the head gently side to side, release the sides of the neck, and then rotate the jaw in a circle in one direction and then the other direction, just releasing the tension between the muscle that runs from the jaw down the throat and towards the shoulder. Good. And then as you inhale, just come up onto your forearms. You're still down on your shins here. Good. And then you'll just lift the nose up to the sky, and then you'll exhale, tuck the chin in towards the notch of the throat. And you do that 3 times. Inhaling to lift the nose up, gaze up to the third eye center, and then exhale, tuck the chin in and down, gaze down towards the chest. Good. The next time you inhale and lift up the entire chest, and then come off to one side, stretch the legs out in front of you, and step the feet onto the ground so the knees are bent. Let's take the hands behind the thighs, roll the shoulders back and down, gaze straight and forward, feeling as though you're gazing from the heart center, the center of the chest. Soft expression on the face. Good. And then gently lean back, come up onto the big toes, right? Stay here for Navasana, or inhale and lift both shins or one shin, and then switch back and forth, or just lift both shins. And then as you exhale, drop the big toes to the ground. As you inhale, lift, and as you exhale, lower. The lift can extend the legs, or it can stay parallel, one at a time, or both together. It doesn't matter. Good. Good. And then you'll choose a posture of your liking and stay there. Reduce the gripping in the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. If your breath is steady, you can follow along with me. Reach forward between your legs towards your big toes. Gaze at the thumbnails or the toenails of your big toes. And then inhale, extend your legs to your capacity, looking upwards, right? Exuberance, joy, potential, upward momentum, light in the body, light in the energy. Good. And then exhale, soften, cross one ankle over the other. Take one arm behind the other, both arms behind the back. Hold the right wrist in the left hand and then fold forward. Yoga Mudra. Release the contents of the mind to the earth. Good. Soft and free. According to yoga, right, there are various layers of existence. Our sense perceptions, our thoughts, our emotions, our deeper perceptions and insights, awareness, memories, right? See if we can just include all the layers of being in one breath after the other. As you inhale, slowly rise up. Relax your arms in front of you and just come to sit in Sukhasana or any seated position. We'll do a little bit more pranayama. So maybe you want to be in a chair, or now you find a cushion or a wall. Just relax your body into an upright spine with the supports that you need, eyes gently closed. And now let your breath go, normal, natural breathing, and your mind's focus at the nostrils, just feeling the flow of breath. That's it. Feeling your heart rate, if that's possible, or anything inside of your body, sensation-wise, that's present to you. So breath, sensation, including temperature, pulsing, throbbing, vibration, sounds around you, the inner sight, the taste in the mouth, including everything, all the thoughts that are flowing in your mind, memories, future thinking, visions. Let it all just come in, and you're just casting this wide net of awareness. It's like you're just allowing all of it to exist inside of you at the same time, not paying attention to any specific thing, all of it, all of it, all of it, holding all of it. How does it feel to hold all of it? If it feels difficult, then come back to your breath and just hold one thing. We'll slowly transition back to the pranayama we did in the beginning, Nadi Shodhana. So take your comfortable hand, the hand that you raise, hold down the peace fingers towards the palm. That hand comes towards the nose. The thumb will close one nostril lightly and the ring finger will close the other. Gently tilt the chin down. So you extend the neck spine and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Now we'll extend our breathing a little bit. Hopefully the breath ratio has expanded in the body over the hour-long practice. So now our ratio will be 4 on the inhale, excuse me, and 8 on the exhale. So just start to deepen your breathing, breathing in through both nostrils. And then a nice long breath through both nostrils. Now close the right nostril. Inhale left for 4, 3, 4. Close the left nostril. Exhale right for 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right for 4. Exhale left for 8. The ratio doesn't suit you, just adjust to your own breathing. 7, 8. Inhale left for 4. Exhale right for 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right. Exhale left. 6, 7, 8. Inhale left. Now see if you can feel more the energy of the breath, the pulsing that pushes the breath in. And exhale right. And the pulsing that pushes the breath out, the life force, the prana. 7, 8. Inhale right. Let the breath become more subtle, more soft, more quiet. Exhale left. 7, 8. Last round. Inhale left. Wide open face. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Take the hand down. Take a deep breath and relax your breathing. Take another deep breath and now relax the whole body. Come to lay in Shavasana. Just relax and descend into the earth, into rest. Let yourself breathe however you want to breathe. Maybe there's a deep sigh or sound, or it's quiet. Adjust the outer circumstances to better suit your Shavasana. So Maybe dim the lights or cover the eyes with a light cloth. Make sure you're warm. Just gonna rest here. If the mind feels like it needs more of an anchor than just the breath right now, something more to hold on to, you can very gently chant Om on your exhalations out loud. Om. Just feel that vibration in the torso. Otherwise, maybe it's an internal recitation of the mantra Om with every exhalation. Let your breath be totally natural. No more control of breathing. Let the breath go. Let the body go. However much you can in this moment. As you exhale, feel the grounding effect of the stable, firm support of the earth. That firmness is power, strength. The earth is not just soft, right? There's a strength in the way that it holds you. That strength is mimicked in the body, in the spine, the way the spine holds you, the way the energy flows in the spine. And as you inhale, you feel that fresh wind entering the body, the freshness, the potential, the possibility, a sense of expansion that expands up and outwards from this stability, this firmness, this strength behind you, underneath you. So the two opposite, seeming opposite polarities work together as one, unifying in the human body. So bring your mind towards that unity. What is the unifying bond, the unifying nature of my body, my mind, my spirit? What connects me? What harmonizes me? That's another way of disrupting the system that is all about polarity, divisiveness, separation. Coming back to that harmony. All the parts of yourself are now just melding together as one. Breath, body, mind, emotions, the spirit, all is one. And for the last minute or so, just guide your mind now to rest in the heart center. Maybe you can see or feel or sense a deep cave, an inviting abode in the heart for the mind to just retreat. Safest, most protective place that you can imagine. See it, feel it, sense it within yourself. a place of restoration and healing. Oh, oh, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Lead me from that which is not truth, falsehood, deception, to that which is true, ultimate reality. Lead me from ignorance to the light of wisdom, and from mortality to immortality, beyond the body to that which continues on, so that all fear is extinguished. Gently begin to wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up with deeper and deeper breaths, the deepest breaths you've taken all day. Maybe the deepest breath you've taken all week. And maybe even the deepest breath you've taken all of your life. The deepest breath of your life. Creating a new reality, a new way of existing in the world after this practice. Gently begin to move and stretch the body. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up with intention, alertness, vitality. Stretch and move the spine. Move the joints. Maybe rub the eyes. Wake up after a deep and restful sleep. Good. And you can bring your knees to your chest. Hold behind the thighs, and you'll gently begin to roll up and down the spine, right? Bringing energy back into the body, back into the spinal column. Gentle rolls at first, and then maybe you build momentum to come to sit upright. Or if the gentle rolls just mean that maybe it helps you to roll to the side and then you lift yourself up, that's fine. Coming to a seated position on the ground or in a chair. You can place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly, right? Belly for connection to your inner power, or one hand on the chest, one hand at the head, the forehead, or connection to assuage the torrent of thoughts. Connect your mind, your heart to your mind and heart together, or mind and gut together, heart and gut together, whatever feels natural. Or both hands at the heart. You choose. And take a minute of silence at the end for yourself. Silence is a spiritual practice in yoga to purify the mind. And then we can chant Om Shanti, 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 Om Peace, Peace, Peace. First Shanti for ourselves, the second Shanti for those that we know in our closest circles, and the third Shanti for all those beings unknown to us in all the realms, all over the world. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. As you exhale, surrender your body to Mother Earth. Thank the earth for witnessing your practice, for holding you upright, and for taking that which you do not need. Idam na mama, not mine, not mine, not mine. Good. As you rise up, inhale, you can rub the palms together vigorously before you open the eyes, create some heat again. And when enough heat friction has been built in the hands, cup the eyes or massage the eyes now. Gentle massage with the heels of the hands and press. You can massage your face. Whatever you need to do before you open the eyes, just to come back through your senses again. When you're ready, you'll gently blink the eyes open. Start blinking rapidly first, about 10 to 20 times, and then slow down and lift the gaze up. Come back. Dhanyavad, thank you all for joining today. This is the day where we must join. We must be together, right? Be together with those you love. Do the things that you love, right? That's a way of resistance. And do the practices that feed you. Feed yourself really good food. All of the things that help and support and nurture against the forces that don't want to nurture, right? So do the opposite. The best way right now. Yeah. All right. Take care.